Yeah, I mean, here I was wondering. I think my play is fine. It's just I get a little bit annoyed with these donk bets, so I really want to check them if I reacted to them easily. Just a second, let me move up the HUD. Anyway, people, I stick to this chart. Chart says cut off min open call from the button. Also, I think I would love to three bet here. Anyway, I caught he.
How's this a donk bet?
What?
How's this a donk bet?
No, I actually skipped it here. It's not a donk bet.
Okay, good. Just to make sure. It's a min bet, yeah.
Yeah, and he min bet on the turn, and I of course like raised.
Yep, make it 120.
I pretty much did it, and he shoved on the river.
Yep, shit happens.
Okay, that's it.
Yep, no problem.
This is a standard. I think I'm not folding here. Even this board is so dry. I also have him a note that he doesn't check raise
Wait,
set.
wait, 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 wait. Get rid of, go on settings. I don't want to see his hand.
Ah, okay.
Go on settings and show hero only or something. I don't know where it is.
Okay, yeah.
You might have to make it bigger. No, 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 make the replayer window bigger.
Okay.
A little bit. Oh no, I think I know where it is. It's like maybe on the HUD or I don't know, like
It was normally here, but
oh,
that's
bottom left options.
bottom left options. Show known
No,
cards. Okay, no.
exactly that. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to give you like a non-biased thing, like.
Okay. Anyway, here, I think it's pretty standard. There's nothing interesting here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just I'm always calling. I'm never folding this. It's just my question
What
against
he
hundred.
jumps the turn.
Yeah,
Okay, relax. It's 50 big blinds. Yes, it's fine.
yeah. My question was exactly to point out what if it's 100. And
Uh,
I have a note that he doesn't normally, at least three-way, doesn't check raise the nuts on the flop.
yeah, bullshit. We have 120 hands. Not I mean, the reads are basically nothing. I mean, you should look like out of how many times. So can you show me that stat again? I didn't even
No,
look.
no,
I
no, no,
just
no,
see.
no, no. I have a note. I write myself.
Oh,
Mm,
note. Okay, okay.
I wrote myself in a hand where he crushed me. He basically check called, check jam with nuts, three-way on a dry flop.
Ah, okay, okay. We're talking.
That's why I've first thing when he come up here with a check raise, I thought, okay, nice. That since he doesn't raise the nuts, um, I thought he's very frequently gonna be here on a draw or something like random. Maybe we're playing some king X or stuff because in general seemed like a weaker opponent. I mean, 50, 60 BB can be like really good. But my question was, what if he was like 100 BBs? I mean, it was in this particular case,
Uh-huh.
it was like pretty easy. I mean, 70 BB, it's still like an easy
Yeah,
call.
yeah. With this read, I guess we never fold ace king, and probably if you have king 10, you still fold. Keep in mind, it looks like oh they are maybe the same. Well, maybe and maybe not, because he could do this with a weaker king, and also by only going broke with like top pair top kicker here or like king queen. Um, we also limit the times when we're like beat. But like I mean, if you have that read, that's a pretty good read. So I'm definitely going broke there.
Okay, even
And
for what?
but don't worry about it. Yeah,
Okay,
400 also.
okay, then no problem. We can probably continue. Here, I this was sort of like a little bit debating. Um, let me just. What the fuck is this? Okay, now it's going on. Anyway, I three bet to the book, cut off open. Also, I'm not really happy because I think this guy. I even had a read on it. Check raise on the turn as a bluff, but doesn't continue on the river. Um, anyway, I'm not really happy to three bet this hand against someone who doesn't seem like a fairly reasonable
Yeah,
player.
what's the long story? Why don't we just fold?
Because it's in the book. It's in the book. 5-6 suited is against the cutoff open at three bet. Three bet fold.
Oh, never. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed. Oh God, no, no, no. I thought like you raised a small blind and he's re-raising you.
No.
Yeah, like don't make a long story about it. Just fold now. I mean, it's okay. You get four bet. Shit happens. What's the
And
big?
I called.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the four bet calling is something more advanced from
And because
uh,
I got like
right?
really insane odds this time. I mean, I got I got
I
like
know,
that's why
I know. I mean, calling isn't bad. Let's put it that way. Calling is not bad, okay? You have to understand people at NL2, I mean NL10 now, they probably don't 4-bet that light. So what you learn from W6 max run rate, where we go a little bit more into those spots, or heads up master, I'm not sure which one. Yeah, I said generally you can call 4-bets because people have a wide range when they do so. When they have a wide range, if you hit a 5 or 6, it's not like you're always crushed. Now, if you knew for sure that he had aces, and only aces and kings, we
no.
can play our hand differently. Maybe we should call anyways, but just explaining, okay?
Okay, but I wasn't like really sure. I think he was like, if I would say a pool, how I did play against, he definitely seemed to be like on the more aggressive side of the, let's say, NL10
Okay,
rigs. But
yeah, but let's go quickly through this because I don't see a lot of learning there. I mean,
okay, and
yeah,
I
you
think
call into jack.
here I think the story is pretty easy. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, easy
Okay,
game.
easy game. Then here, it's the same guy again. It's just queens. I think he squeezes again, but he min 5 bets, and that's like the biggest problem here. And I think
Okay.
people just generally don't have a min 5 betting bluffing range in this
Yeah,
rigs.
again, like maybe when you get re-raised, I think we should probably adapt to calling if they fold a lot to 4-bet. But like, yes, here he min 5 bets. I mean, that usually is aces pretty often. I don't expect you to make hero folds. It's okay.
And
Um,
did you saw my hand what I posted in the thread and
the
like
kings are already answered. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty LOL to fold kings pre-flop. I know it's like, like the thing is, you might even be right or not, but that's exactly against the whole point of what I'm trying to teach. Like, if you have kings, I mean, at lower stakes, it's fine. I mean, at higher stakes for 340 BB, you can fold, of course. But that's like a rare exception. That's not like, the normal thing.
okay, but you would flame me for folding 340 BBs.
I did flame you because, I mean, that's against the point.
Okay, okay, I guess I thought like at that point. Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's continue. I think here I'm just asking. Anyway, it's pretty the squeeze here with Ace King. Anyway, pretty standard. Did not see bet this board. Just checked it. And I hit the king on the turn. Bet got called from both players. Then and on the river, I'm asking: is my super tin value bet 1/3 of the pot fine, or is it still bad?
As long as you fall to raise, yes, of course, it's fine. I mean, it is exactly that super thin, especially after the 10 jack gets there and king queen beats you now. But yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Wait, I hate your turn sizing, by the way. Turn sizing is pretty terrible. Go back, go back. I just remember, like, you bet half pot or something. That's ridiculous.
Half pot, yeah.
That's a joke. Why do you bet? Wait. Why do you bet half pot here?
Uh,
What's my rule? I always
three
say,
three
what's the rule?
quarter three quarter pot.
Okay, good. Why did you not do it?
I can't remember why I did not do it. I
Okay,
definitely
there's not a
I'm
good.
also like surprised that I only bet like 2 because I think
Okay, well, if you're surprised, that's a good thing. So just bet 3, and yeah, then you will maybe not get 2 callers. Maybe you would get them anyways, but then at least you would get more money. Okay, so you lost against what? King Queen?
King Queen and beat against King Jack. That's why I thought at first, oh good, my value
Huh?
bet was like good, and the other guy had
Oh, you
King
got
Queen.
overcalled.
That's why I thought at first point. Okay, here anyway. So it's anyway min open call. I get like pretty good odds here. A limper behind with King 9. Got like pretty good odds. So
And you don't bet.
no, I did not dunk bet. I was playing.
Which is in the book, by the way. Wait, relax, be a little bit slower. You're too... Jesus. Can you...
I have like a lot of hands. That's why.
Well, it's too bad. I mean, okay, wait. Can you stop clicking on play? It makes me crazy. Click
Okay.
on the button next to it.
Okay.
Just one step. No, yes, like this. Just back and forth. Okay, please never use play again.
Okay.
Just makes me crazy. Okay, so here you could bet 4 ways, which is something I teach. If you're multi-way, you can't dunk top pairs, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Keep
I
that in
was
mind.
aware.
Okay, so just do it in the future, okay? It makes life very easy. Because otherwise it gets checked around. I mean, people don't see that light, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyways. So, and then you check, next steps. He's betting, he's c-betting. Stop, I don't want to see stats. I don't care about this stuff.
I was taking a look at reads, what I had. I take a lot of notes.
Okay.
Anyway, I expect pretty much the pre-flop aggressor
Keep
here.
it simple. Keep it simple. Let's see. He's betting and you call. What is small blind doing?
Small blind's folding, and I'm going to check raise this.
Why do you do this? I did not teach you to do this shit. This is what I'm saying. It's not the system. It's always bullshit by players. Remember this session. It's always bullshit by players. It's never me. I mean, never me. It's not my system what I mean. Okay?
Yeah.
I did not teach this. I would, by the way, I would even hate this for advanced reasons. I mean, you need some sick reads that he's a huge donkey station, whatever, to raise here. You're wrapping a set. You're raising four ways. If I'm him and I have aces, I am seriously thinking about folding. Probably fold. I mean, what I advise him to do with aces is to fold here against a check raise. Just so you know you're completely overplaying your hand. Don't do it. Do we have an agreement on this?
Well,
I don't want to have any discussion. Like, no discussion like, oh, I think it's good. No, don't do it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Good. So we have talked about this. Okay, anyways, what happens? You raise and the guy goes all in. I mean, so it's bet, raise and all in, and you expect king 9 to be any good there. Okay. Well, maybe you have to call anyways because of odds, 18%, man. Okay.
And
show you.
I'm flipping pretty much.
Well, that's the best possible luck. He has ran queen or what?
No.
Queen high? Flush draw? Tens. Well, yeah, I mean, that's your best bet, seriously. But, like, I mean, this is ridiculously bad played. And, I mean, you got lucky that you actually had a flip.
Okay.
This is just very bad. This is unnecessary. You could call, he shoves, and yes, you will fold the best hand, but shit happens. I mean, maybe the other guy folded the best hand.
Okay.
Next hand. Yeah. Okay,
next
ace-jack.
hand, ace-jack, I open the cutoff.
Wait. No long comments, just let me see what happens. Okay, next. He checks.
Okay,
he
let me just show you the what I have
well,
notes.
I don't want to see. Hans, we need to be great. Don't, please, listen. I want to see what, did he 3-bet pre-flop or what?
Yeah, he did pre-flop consistently pre-flop, not only one. He has a re-steal percentage of 16. He's consistently 3-betting me.
Okay. Fine. Worst case, we leave the table, by the way, if there's no other player.
No,
and the worst.
It's speed.
Okay. Now here, again, we can just, what do I advise in the book?
To normally be folding here.
Yes. So what's the EV okay play? Yes, you could theoretically call once. I don't know how much he's barreling. What's his barreling? Is it like 89, 77, 74? Is it that or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he's barreling a lot, so we should fold right now.
Yeah, but
easy.
Yeah, that was
No,
like
not easy. Easy. Stop bullshitting around. Easy. You're wasting money. Okay, let's see what he's doing here on the turn. I mean, just fold the flop. Really, Hans. You have to trust me. Like, you do not need any advanced stuff, and now you bet there. You don't have to. You can. Of course, you don't hope he's check. Okay, and you fold to a check raise.
No,
and if you check
no.
calls, you check.
When he check calls, I knew I'm beat.
Yeah. Okay, check behind. Of course, you have to be beat if you check calls. I mean, maybe he has ace.
No, because he normally consistently just c-betted. He's like second barreling a lot. And
Yeah. Doesn't matter. You check behind. Very good. At least you didn't bluff. Let's see what he has. Ace 4. Huh. Well done by him. Shit happens. Okay. So you make a note and move on.
Yeah.
You should have folded the flop.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think. He's consistently 3-betting me. I mean, it's.
So what? If you hit a jack or an ace, you're gonna make a lot of money. Relax. Get your bullshit emotions out of the way. Get the way you have been doing things is over. Just get over it. Like, it will not be like it used to be.
Here I misclicked the flop. In terms, I timed out while writing a note.
Just show me the hand. Okay.
That's
so
why
you check.
That's why I check raised here.
No problem. Yeah, this is the trouble you get into. You're 50 big blind, so it's, I guess, not a catastrophe. Okay, you check raise. Okay, whatever. It's like on this board. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. What's he doing?
He's
He
calling.
calls. Uh-huh. Fine. And you bet it. Well, you get it in. Bet. Get it in.
No,
Get it
and
now.
the river was like a 210. That's why I thought like.
Yeah, could be too thin. Could. I mean, for what you're wrapping, it's not a catastrophe either way.
I just think it's like I thought like the king is like the worst card possible in the deck. I mean,
Not really, because you have two queens. It's not the king, it's the flush. And the king is bad because he's not calling with a 10 that often anymore. That's the problem.
and
The king
queen
is not a
jack got
problem.
there.
Queen jack, that's what I said. You have two queens. So queen jack is still in his range, but again, just the likelihood went down a lot. Okay?
Okay.
So don't go fantasy like, oh, the king is bad. It's more like, look specific. The king is bad for you getting value. I'm less worried about you being beat. But of course, the time when he calls, you will be beat more often than not. So probably check folding here is best.
Yeah, that's what I also thought. Yeah.
I mean, just look, there's probably almost no bluff he has in his range. So, okay, shit happens. Don't. But this hand is not what makes me. This hand is not what makes me worried. Yeah.
Okay, here I lead out in the free play plot, and I got min raised.
Okay, wait. A limp in a three-way pot, you got min raised. Okay, what's our standard line here?
Two-way pot. No.
Also heads up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heads up. Yeah, right.
Okay, you done. Perfect. You get min raised. What's our normal play here?
I would normally call.
And do what on the turn?
Check fold unless I improve.
Very good. Easy game. Call. And you improve. Okay, now keep on calling because you raised. We just call down.
The problem.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I say the problem is I have a note that he did normally at either raise two, something like top pair plus, so I wasn't like really happy when he pot sized because last time he showed me a pot size bet it was like two pair.
Okay. Yeah, but like okay. Yeah, it's fine. Now something very important to learn is that when we make notes, the famous example I've given you as well is if we see somebody go in with with 8-4 offsuit, yes, pre-flop. The next hand when we have 8-7 offsuit, we're not like, oh, we go in because we saw him do it with 8-4. You understand how that would be pretty stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we learn? If we have a read, we only because we have one read, we don't like change our game 100%. So when we see somebody do something with a strong hand, we adjust by folding some hands that we would usually call. So for example, if we have like 7-8 here, and we know pot bet means nuts for him in the past, we're going to fold, okay? But we're not starting to fold two pair yet. In order to fold two pair, which is a huge fold, we need to have a huge read, which means I probably need to see him do this 4 times and only with the nuts.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's it. He showed me the winning hand, and let's move on. Okay. Here, pretty standard steal. Got min donked into. And at this point, I'm really thinking, should I really raise here? At this super dry flop.
Well, he's okay. The rule is yes, you should, because I know it's super dry and it's like hard to, I mean, it's the usual rules I give actually to more advanced student is the following. The lower your top pair is, the more likely you should raise. So if it's like a 7 deuce deuce board and you have a 7x hand, you should always raise, no matter what. Here, because I mean, he can't suck you out. I mean, there's no way he can suck you out unless he hits a 2-outer, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Your hand is very, very safe. The board is also very dry. So letting him bluff is totally fine, okay? Now, so basically what you hit here is a good exception. However, he's betting 10 cents. So what you have to ask yourself is, do you want to get any value? I don't know from what. I have no idea, but we could get value from something. Maybe pocket sevens. Who knows? Okay? So just follow the rules and raise anyways. If he bet like half pot, I would just call down, because then we have a very good bluff catcher. But this is going to be an exception. But yes, ace-x dry boards, it would be call.
Okay, but against the min bet, it's probably still like a smallish raise to 30, 40 cents.
Yeah, make it 40. I mean, it's just like because it's basically a check. You can, like a min bet, I told people in the book, treat a min bet like a check. What would you do if he checks? You would probably bet. So, yeah.
Okay, anyway, he continues on. This time he goes ahead and increases his sizing to 40 cents, half pot. I still stick and call, and now comes the big issue. It's an overbet. And now, like, I'm there, like, I'm guessing. He seems to be
Yeah,
like,
I don't care if you fold, but I don't mind if you call.
he seems like stupid at the same time. He could have a 6. I mean, I called, and since I
He
played,
has it.
and he has 6-3.
Shit happens. Don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. 6-7. Okay, I got raised. I got raised already on the flop, and my question to you is, ah, jeez. Okay,
What does the course say?
get it in with 2 pair plus.
Okay, then do it. It's a worse 2 pair. You could also just call down. Yeah, fine, but like get it in, fine.
I mean, it's like a pretty drawish board. That's why. And here I 3-bet him just calls, and
Yeah, maybe the 3-bet bigger. Okay, yep. And on that turn.
I check behind.
Bullshit. Do what I fucking say. What does the book say?
Get it in
Why don't you do it?
because it's the worst card.
Bullshit. I don't. This is the reason. Do you understand? This is why people fuck up. You understand? Like, you remember the email you wrote. Like, oh, I'm worried the system. It's, by the way, don't worry. Like, you're not the only one. It's like every time I receive this type of stuff, it's never because of a system. It's always because the student thinks he has like has an extra feeling or wants to be extra smart, which is, by the way, not bad if you try to be smart, right? But first, we have to stick to the normal things. Once we do the normal things, then we can move to exceptions. So just bet here. Now, I will explain the reason for doing so. There is this thing, the mind bias, that many people at lower stakes have. They find a reason to see a scare card, right? For whatever reason, they feel like, oh, this is a scare card, and then they do what they want to do, and they justify it by that. So if there is a card that looks like a good hand could have gotten there, they say, oh, the board is so drawy, when in reality, their opponents could never have the hand in question. So here, I have to admit the 8 is not a great hand. It's a flush. But I don't see which other hand gets there besides the flush. Tell me.
I also don't see what I'm gonna get paid here. That's the
Don't
problem.
worry. That's not the question. I mean, that's a question we ask ourselves on the river. On other streets, trust me, they will pay. And if you want, I mean, when I say just trust me, I mean, that would be the quick advice. Now, the detailed advice is any queen X with a heart, any queen X without a heart, any ace X with a heart that randomly decides to play like a donkey. But, like, I mean, out of the likely hands, I guess queen X.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the point is I cannot hear bet like 3/4 pot or I
No,
have
you
to.
jam. He has
Yeah,
9
yeah.
and there's 7 in the pot. What's the question? I mean,
The question is like now on this card, should I really give it in 90 BBs?
okay, what you're trying to do right now is you're using an emotional word, like you're saying, oh, but it's 90 BB. Well, if it's good, we should do it with 500 BB, if it is good, right? The number should not make it play good or bad. I mean, pre-flop, yes, you look out like, oh, should you really put in like 200 BB? No, of course not on the flop, not on that turn. You're right about that. But no, I mean, if a play is good, then it is good. So here you have a pot-sized bet left, and you have 2 pair. And yeah, I mean, it's not, you don't love the card. You understand that you will be beat more often than if this turn would be a deuce. But I mean, we have 2 pair, and we keep life simple. Like I said, no advanced strategies for a reason.
Okay, anyway, I checked here behind,
Yep, congratulations.
and
And then choose, and
I
you
checked
check.
both.
Jesus Christ, you did not check behind on that river.
Yes, I
That's
did.
what the donkeys do. That's what I make fun of every time in videos and everywhere else. I tell people, don't worry, those donkeys will never value bet when they have 2 pair. Don't worry, don't worry.
My
That's
my
what
question
you...
to you was like actually if he would have dunked get it in on the river, I'm still not folding, or am I folding after my check behind on the turn?
Well, number one, you create a problem by not betting the turn, which is a tough river situation. So if he gets it in on the river, I'm probably not folding anyways, but it will be hard because it's hard to see him on a complete bluff on the other side. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how those guys will play ace queen. Maybe they will overplay it, maybe not. Yeah, that's the problem. Like many situations, like you know this because you're already longer there, like you know more courses and stuff from me. What I say is like many times students come up to me and ask me questions, and then I honestly say I don't know. And the reason I tell them I don't know is because I never in my life get into those spots. Why? Because I play straightforward and simple when I can. So you create you have to understand that just like in life, on the poker table as well, you create most of your problems yourself. Most problems are homemade. You have to understand this. They're all in your mind. It's the emotional way you deal with things. That's all in your mind. It's what you make up. You see reality, or you see, let's say you see your results over 5K sample, and now your mind can create the story at once. Your mind can say, oh, this is a challenge, or oh, this is variant, or oh, I gotta improve something. That's a great thing to do. Now I can improve. Or your mind can say, me, life is unfair. Or your mind can say, me, oh, what am I going to tell people if they see I lost over 5,000 hands at NL 5 or 10? Me. All I'm saying is it's your choice. What you do with it. It's completely up to you. Okay?
Yeah.
So my advice is do what winners do, because you have a choice. You can think about those things the way you want. And the way you think about those will eventually determine your success. So just follow if you know. I mean, I don't want to get too self-praising, like there's a thing like, what would Gordon do? I just had that with one student sometime. I mean, he invented that, so. But yeah, ask yourself, if you're in a tough situation, ask what would Gordon do? And then mark the hand like you did and show it to me. But do what you think that I would do. Don't play scared or bullshit or get into advanced thinking. Yeah, because I mean that guy, oh, I just see he's a 50, oh god. He's a 52-13 guy, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but at that point he was unknown. That's like our first hand.
Okay, good. I mean, that would make it really bad.
Because
okay, I
as
mean,
you
it's
can
already...
see, that's then I took the first note. Check raise big, top pair, top kicker.
Oh, yeah, ace queen, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, exactly.
Yep, congratulations, you could have won a stack there.
Let me see if we had a... yeah, I could have most likely. On the turn, maybe yes, maybe no. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it does matter, but it's behind.
You could also 3-bet bigger on the flop, by the way. It's a different story.
But then I would have to get it in because, like, I have overinvested.
Oh, really? Of course we're gonna get it in on the flop. I mean...
Yeah, it's just
what?
that it's just... No, I was meaning if I make, like, a bigger sizing, I could as well just jam it in because it's, like...
No, you make a bigger sizing because the fish will still call. If you jam, the fish might fold. Okay. Are you implying that your opponents will think and like, oh my goodness, my pot stack ratio is 2.5x, and actually, let me think, I actually think it's a fold because I have no fold equity versus, come on. Yeah, exactly, you're laughing. Me too. So
Okay, anyway, this is something I was like as well wondering. I decided to c-bet and I hit the check raise on the 5-4-7.
snap
So
fold,
yeah,
snap
my
fold,
first thought was like check, simply check fold, and
snap fold the flop. And what are you fucking doing on the turn?
when the 5 hits,
So what do you mean? Does the what is the what's so good about the 5? What am I missing?
well, if he semi-bluff, that's like the worst card to continue.
Exactly. So you're even giving me another reason why your call is terrible. Okay. What else? You
Uh,
you do realize what you just said, right?
yeah, I do realize.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying like
But yeah, and yeah, anyway, yeah, I thought like anyway, I talked like too much. Like, okay, that's one of the
no,
best.
I mean why is the 5? I mean that's what's so good about the 5 that makes no, I mean because you said like oh obvious I'm calling because it's a 5 and I'm like wait why is it the 5 making it an obvious call? I don't I mean
Because like two pair combinations are like, especially with the 7, are like a bit less likely, and if you had something
had
like
two pair
7-4,
combinations.
a pocket.
What do you mean? Wait. Two pair combinations with a 7 are less likely. Which exactly
I
are you
was,
talking about?
I would say what I meant is like 7-5 mostly.
Is less likely.
Yeah, I know.
Um, okay, this type of reasoning is dangerous. Yes, you're right, it's less likely. However, once he
It
bets,
counterfeits 7-4. That's what I thought. And
great. But if he's betting, it doesn't matter. Look, let's put it that way. It's a great card if he checks, okay? Be logically consistent. This is the bullshit logic that many players use. They see like a 5 and like, oh my god, a 5 is less likely. Yes, it is less likely. However, if your opponent bets, maybe it is more likely. You understand?
okay.
You have the probability. Okay, this is the mathematical probability, but now the in-game probability of him having something, you have to combine that with an action. For example, pre-flop, his chance of having aces is 1 to, I don't know, 1 to 200? I don't know the exact combination. Let's just say it's 1 to 200, okay?
Okay.
Understood. Now once he raises, the probability is 1 to 30. Let's just say that, okay?
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, I do understand that his range gets narrowed. That's something I do understand. It just
Because of its action. So when you say like, oh my goodness, a 5 comes on the turn, a 5 is less likely. Yes, true. But once he bets, a 5 is actually more likely than ever. Do you understand that?
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
I just try to get rid of the bullshit logic that many people use.
Okay. Anyway,
Unless he's always betting and always bluffing, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. So just I mean, fold on the flop, monotone boards. This is something I think I did mention in the book, right?
yeah, I think did. Yeah, I think you did on mono boards are the exception.
Okay, I did even. Okay, but even if I didn't, that's what we do the videos because we get the spot like this on monotone boards. Be like you can bet fold there without feeling bad, no problem.
Okay.
And on the river, at least you fold.
Yeah, it's at least you fold. But what I'm wondering, like with his bet sizing, would you say he had a flush on the flop? That was what I was thinking.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if I'm pretty sure. He could still have. Maybe he had a king high flush. Now once he still bets that river,
I would put him on a full house.
chances, yeah, go more towards full house. But like, I don't really care. I
Okay.
don't waste my time on that because
Okay,
I
anyway,
mean,
this was a standard hand, pretty standard ISO raise. We got flatted as well from the big blinds. We go to a flop. I c-bet. I think top pair is twice.
easy.
Three
Yeah.
three quarters.
Okay. Yeah, don't bet too big on the turn. You can just bet, but like don't bet too big because he called an ISO raise. And yeah, you check behind river, easy game.
No, he actually went ahead and check raised me.
Well, snap fold.
Okay, that's what I was checking just.
Yeah, no brainer.
Okay.
That's it.
no, that's not it. But yeah, that's one of the things that here I'm I'm having. I'm in raised, got 3-betted from the big blinds.
Call. Don't talk too much. Just show like
Call.
don't.
What did you said now? Call.
Yeah, you can. I don't know if in my book it says call or not. You tell me.
In your book, afterwards, after I saw it, at that point I saw it wasn't a call. But at that point I thought like it's a call.
Then don't call. Okay. The reason why I didn't know it is because King Jack is one of those hands where, of course, in a higher limit, it's a no-brainer call, right? Blind against blind.
Yeah.
However, at lower stakes, people don't re-raise you that much. They're not going to exploit the hell out of you if you fold too much pre-flop. So the way I designed the system is to stay really easy. And I guess many people who just start playing will not be very comfortable playing King Jack, re-raise pot out of position. So, yeah, folding is fine, but you called. It's not a huge lead. And then you check call.
Yeah, exactly. And the turn comes
And
9. I hit the double gutter and the flush draw, and I decide to check, get it in.
No, just check call again. Why do you get it in?
Because I wanted to create as well some fold equity there.
Against what?
Against some random 10x, I'm flipping. Against
Wait. Which better hand is folding?
I expect something like from time to time some 10x as well, maybe some stuff.
10x is not folding. I have a rule which says
ace
never
9,
expect your
ace
opponent.
9.
Listen. We have a rule: never expect your opponents to fold top pair. I mean top pair, right? Unless it's 4 straight or 4 flush board, but then it's not really top pair, okay? So here, nobody's gonna fold a 10. Just live with that fact, okay? So give me a specific hand that makes logical sense. Because when you say ace 9, I have to tell you, no, nobody has ace 9 here. Like, they don't 3-bet pre-flop, number 1. They may check the flop, okay, they may bet the flop, but if they bet, they usually don't bet the turn. So ace 9 is a fantasy hand. And I mean, to base your decision on the fantasy that he might have ace 9 is that's pretty big fantasy. So if you knew that this guy is like a crazy barrel monkey, right?
Yeah, but to that point I did
This is
not.
what I teach. Of course you don't, because you have 100 hands. Like, there's no way you could know. So again, if we have like a lot of reads, then one strategy I teach in my advanced courses is to play check call, check raise. But by the way, this is a classical misapplication of something I teach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you thought about that because you saw me advise it in situations, but this is exactly where people mess up. And that's why I create a very simple system, because people will not want to get into those spots. Just so you understand better why I teach things a certain way.
Okay, but so there's no point in check shoving here.
Well, if you have no fold equity, there's no point in check shoving. Now, if we knew he's bluffing more than half the time, okay, it's a different story. But what's the point in check shoving if he's not folding?
I mean, if yeah.
Keep it simple. If he's not folding, you shouldn't shove because you have king high. Period. You can check call. You have a lot of outs. Open ender, flush. I mean, second nut flush, not too bad.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah, I did.
Check call. Okay, but anyways, you check jammed, and he called you with what? I mean, the other problem is he could even call you with ace high, which would suck. But yeah, let's see what he has.
You mean I would really call here with as well? I mean, under the flop, I would still call with ace high.
No, I'm saying if he has the nut flush draw.
Okay, yeah,
it would
yeah,
suck.
yeah.
Well,
that's what he had, but he had the aces.
oh, well, okay. No, I'm just saying if he had like ace x. Okay, yeah, classical thing. Like, if you follow the book, you fold pre-flop. This shit never happens.
Yeah, that's something I was aware later on. Anyway, here I called, hit the wheel draw,
Back.
and now the question is on the turn. I bet big, and he snap shoves, and I get
Wait.
and I get
Let's
like 33%.
wait before you shove. Yes, this is what I want to see. 34%. Okay, so Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, you have open-ender as well. Problem is he could already have a boat.
Yeah.
Um,
But I thought as well, yeah, I mean, at least half of the boats are definitely possible already on the turn.
yeah. Hmm.
I mean, I think mathematically it's even a fold.
Yeah, I mean, we have to give him I guess for us, it doesn't matter if he has a straight now, but a full house means we're drawing dead. I think our ace is not really an out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a fold. I mean, it's a hate fold, but okay. Anyways, this is like if you call there, it's not something I want to work with you on right now because it's not gonna be a big game changer. But yeah, what did he have?
yeah, I had pocket threes.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
You were happy.
okay. Here I have 8-6. I was just wondering if that's okay, how I did, or was I just okay? I flat the 3-bet and I raised this flop as
Yeah,
well.
you can raise bigger.
Yeah, now the question is, I got 3-betted on the flop, and in your book,
Yeah.
I think said I should probably fold this here, and that
No.
because if
No,
you
definitely not.
you said if you get a min 3-bet, then we are allowed to call. That's as
Yeah,
far as
and I said something, if you have a flush draw and gut shot, you can even call bigger, something like that, I remember.
I remember that you wrote that if you have a flush draw with overcards, then you can get it right away in because you can count sometimes your overcard as live.
Uh-huh.
But on this board, I don't have any overcards, and his 3-bet looks
Yeah,
very
but you
strong.
have a gut shot. Now, this guy is probably not bluffing, so we can call here, because we have flush draw and gut shot and as such implied odds. Uh,
Yeah, if I guess a call would most likely we would just
yeah. It's okay, I mean, look, if you jam, it's not the end of the story, don't worry. Like, this is a spot where you got it in, like, with decent equity, I'm not gonna worry about this.
So I mean, it's not how
It's not a problem.
it's not like how
It's
it's
not,
in the book. That's why.
no, yes, but, like, listen, Hans.
Yeah.
The problem is you probably don't have fold equity there.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the point. That's why shoving is pointless. Okay, next hand.
But I
We have to. We have to stop after that hand.
okay, anyway, so
Good call.
I called against a huge station.
Yeah, check call. Come on, quick. I mean, this is basic. Check call. And well, donk. Well, I mean, yeah, whether check call or donk, it's a. You probably don't expect him to bluff here again necessarily. Well, just check call river. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought
And he checks down and
No.
ask if you should donk bet or what.
No. He jammed it all in, and I was like thinking, can I get it in actually on the flop already?
No. We have a quick system on the book. I mean, oh, are you now playing results oriented because you lost against 5-3 also, which is funny, by the way. But
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was affecting me. I mean, generally speaking.
well, yeah, then you're a crybaby. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Get over it. People are gonna suck out. This is a tough game. Come on.
And I have as well about this King Jack standard call, got on the flop. I think this is something
Raise.
like check raise as well. Hit on the turn bet. And now, what do you think
River
about?
check call.
Is it fine for these odds to call?
I'm not gonna kill you over it. It's just, yeah. I mean, if he makes it like any bigger, you should fold. There's just like, I don't see any way he can bluff unless maybe random, I don't know, maybe a random low flush draw. I have no idea. Again, for this very low amount, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Let's not discuss about this. Next, what do you have, ace or?
No. Here I made a call which is very arguable.
Okay, wait. This is last hand. We can do
Okay.
more tomorrow.
Okay, this is last hand. Anyway, I see bet this board, pretty standard, get called, and he dunks into
You
me.
bet.
He dunks into
He
me.
dunks to you. Yeah, you call. You could raise also. Yep.
I decide
And?
to call, the deuce comes, and he dunks again, and I
Easy call. Never fold there. Never fold there.
never fold there.
I mean, people dunk bullshit all the time. If he has a flush, he has a flush. People, keep in mind, people usually play tricky with the nuts. So never fold there. I mean, it's almost a mistake that you question this, but it's good. Okay.
Okay, then.
What does he have?
Yeah.
Did he have the flush and you
No.
lost? It's okay.
No, if he had actually.
I mean, this is you saw me saying snap call. This is why I say snap call. Just because I see with this line, I see bullshit all the time.
And
This is not even close. It's not questionable. I'm shocked to see exactly King 7. I was expecting to see random bullshit, but okay.
okay, but what I would you even call if the heart would have come?
Yes, I don't care. I mean, once people talk, like, I'm like, whatever. I like the reason why, by the way, the reason why is the same reason I called you donkey on the 6-7 hand, because people hate value betting. Like, think about it. If he has a 10 high flush, he should value bet a heart river, but he won't probably. He will maybe min bet and you lose a minimum amount, fine. Or he will just check to you. So I'm not worried. And if they happen to have the nuts and bet, and if he sucked out, good for him.
Okay.
Not something I'm worried about. Okay, that's it.
Okay.